I think for three reasons. The first reason is, of course, to look at the amazing startups, and we've seen some really amazing startups as part of the 2 days here. The second reason is that looking at these startups, you see the new trends. So what is actually going on the technology frontiers and stuff like that. And then the third reason is obvious for networking with other investors and corporate partners. I think it's important from the perspective of the startup because it's a place where they can test their pitch and idea on investors and corporates. So part of their journey in raising capital and developing their company. And for us, it's an important forum because it actually brings the network together. So basically all the important partners are here. That is part of the food ecosystem for startups. But I think that on the positive side, if you look at kind of European Food Venture Forum over the last 5 years, what you have seen is you've basically seen an increase in the number of cases coming in, but you also seen an increase in the quality of the cases. So from that perspective, I'm actually really optimistic on behalf of the whole food sector because I actually think the startups are getting better and better and better. So there is a lot of innovations out there, but of course some of the obvious, and we would like more. So we need to kind of create that kind of positive cycle that we see in other places. For example, like in tech and ICT, you have that positive cycle now that you've seen successes that actually kind of generates a lot of new people wanting to move into this area. And I think what we are lacking a little bit in the food sector is actually, well, who is the Airbnb of the food sector that we all can relate to and say, well, because of this, you should be in this area. So in some areas of the food sector, so if we look at kind of technology platforms, so sharing economy, there we have the models for how we can scale businesses because we can take them from ICT. And if you're the part of food sector where you say, well, this is close to biotech and life science, there we also have the models for how to scale. But then there's a part of kind of food sector where you say, well, here we don't have the experience on how you scale it because we don't have the examples of what did other companies or other startups do in order to get to their point. So there we need to kind of really dig deep and say, well, what could be the models of scaling, for example, ingredients companies, nutrition companies and stuff like that? Because we haven't seen that right now. So we don't have a lot of experience in that area and we need to build that experience.